Hey guys, Chaos Super here, and with a video that's a little different than usual, mainly because of the fact that a friend of mine thought it'd be kind of cool if I did it, or I'm not sure if I suggested it or he did, but I'm basically going to be doing a video of showing off all my current gear that I use for cover-wise, recording-wise, bands, whatever. So, pretty much going to get started with all that, starting off with my guitars, onto my pedals and to other gadgets, and then to my recording equipment, and I'll probably call it quits. So here is my current gear that I'm going to be using in the past, but also kind of like right now. So here we go. This one is actually my first guitar, and I've had since I was 15, since my 15th B-Day. Basically, this is the Gibson Maestro Les Paul Jr. with basic hardware and whatnot, but I made a few modifications. I've had this for about almost 10 years, and it's kind of falling apart with strings and everything else on it, but with these pickups and everything, it's still a powerful powerful guitar to use in general, and pretty much just use it from time to time, either for cover videos or maybe some other stuff, so you never know. And note that I don't edit because I don't know how, or I don't have a setting software that's free, so see how it goes from there anyway. My second piece is actually one of the guitars that I still use to this day, with covers, doing shows with other bands, and maybe some live stuff too. Basically, my Dean Vendetta, oh no, not my Dean Vendetta, my Dean VMNTX Damus X signature with the United Abominations graphics on it, and basically these are stock pickups from the Dean Company themselves in Florida, which is cool because they're nothing crazy or fancy, but they still do the job great, and I just love Dean guitars, man, mainly because of my heroes of like Dave Mustaine, Dimebag Darrell, and Matt Heafy. Although Matt Heafy doesn't use Dean guitars anymore, he's still one of my inspirations for why I use Dean guitars, because they're perfectly great in every way. So, that's gonna be a lot of crazy shit for that video, or for this fucking guitar in general, but it was so I can keep track. My third piece is actually a non-electric, but I could, if I could change it, would probably cost me a minty amount of money. But it might be done. My Carlos Robelli acoustic guitar with all kinds of stickers that I've collected over the years from bands that I've either seen, talked to, listened to, or even go to a convention center with all my favorite stuff right here. So, acoustic stuff, my own music, other kind of shit. Might appear on my own EP or my own record, so stay tuned for that. And if anybody's got anything good about to say, or whatever kind of stupid shit about this video in general, about me, gear-wise, whatever, leave a comment below and see if you like this video, and share it, subscribe, or do the usual shit that most YouTubers do, even though I'm a half-ass YouTuber because I just do cover videos for fun and not for business or for money. So, you notice that because my videos suck ass. So, that's that. And now let's see. Oh, this is going to take a bit of time because I put it somewhere else. But this will be my fourth and one of my best guitars ever, along with the case itself. Basically, one of my main pride and joys, and fun fact, this guitar I actually bought, my first guitar that I bought with my own money. Makes things easier the whole entire way knowing that I actually did that, because it's something that's easier for me in my own mentality. My Dean Zero Angel Death 2 guitar, also another from Dave Mustaine himself, one of his signature models. Flat kind of pickups, but they're still DMT stock humbucker pickups, so still powerful, still raw, still in your face. One of my best guitars that I used so far, and This is one of my pieces I'm also going to be using for my recording process, for covers and all that kind of shit. So definitely one of the best ones yet. And the Z body kind of shape, but with more of a pointier edge because of the Zero model that Davidson created. It kills you in one shot, maybe physically, and if it does, fuck yeah. And a little note, 2 or 3 of my guitars also have straps from the D Company themselves in Florida, so it's more of a bonus too. So, it makes things so much easier. This is gonna be doozy and a half. Oh, shit. Okay. Now for something a little bit different. My 5th piece, and also my 2nd one that I actually bought with my own money. All the cases too I bought with my own money, so it's even better that too. Dean Zone XM bass. Gotta have a bass somewhere. Simple to look at, simple to use. Just goes the whole entire way, man. And also this strap. Like I said before about straps being from Dean Company themselves, this is actually one of them. A yin and yang strap from the Dean Company themselves all the way in Florida. It's actually one of the pieces I actually ordered from Florida because I just got hooked onto Dean guitars and never looked back. I'll play guitars from other companies, possibly, but if I ever get endorsed by Dean and actually only use Dean guitars or gear themselves the whole entire way from straps and guitars, then great. I'm not gonna violate that shit at all because Dean is, period, forever for me in a crazy way. So if I ever get endorsed by these guys, it's gonna be worth every single fucking penny. And to let you know, the one who actually told me about this and actually kind of pushed me a little bit to actually do this kind of crazy ass video is William from Electric Hound, the crazy drummer. Trippy enough, I'm friends with all the brothers, including him, so maybe do a show with him or two soon later on. Who knows, man? See how the plans line up, but definitely do something crazy with those guys later on. Now for my 6th and final piece of guitar gear so far is actually another Dean, because you already heard their story about 5 seconds ago. The Dean Vendetta, that basically has the shape just like a Stratocaster from a Fender, but better with solid body. Pretty much also the same. DMT Humbucker design pickups. String through body, which is a plus. That's one thing I gotta have for all guitars because I'm not that savvy with Grammy bars and tremolo units and locking nuts. So I go with this because the string through body on most guitars or all guitars gives a pure sustain, more tone, and pretty much powerful need. And the crazy thing is, this guitar was cheap completely, yet when I play it and how it sounds, it doesn't sound cheap. It sounds gnarly and crazier and more vicious than most. So, cheap price on the website, but it doesn't sound cheap at all. So, I give it all the points in the world. And also a little trippy thing, I also use, for right now, Dunlop Jazz 3 picks that are tiny, but they go good for like either chords or speed picking or different kinds of progressives and shit. Maybe scales, even though I'm not that good at it. And the one who told me about that one is actually George, who's actually the guitarist of Electric Hound. So, but it's good because of the fact that he showed me that Matt Heavey uses those picks, sold my mind. So, thanks a bunch. Now, for my amps. And I got a little amps, but I'm mainly going to show you my main rig. My main guitar amp for all the crazy shit that I do, no matter what it is, the crazy way. Line 6 Spider 3 amp, yeah, 75 watts, tons of different, bleh. Now you know why I suck at this video. Tons of different kinds of effects, 4 channels, equalizer, 6 different sound settings with 2 different lights, basically different settings each one, and user essentials. Pretty much this amp has been serving me well for a few years and still the best one yet. And what I'm following up with, what I hope to get later on, whether I have money or time or if I'm crazy enough, is the Line 6 Spider 4 HD 150 watt half cab with head, cabinet, all in one shot. That's like my end goal of all time for sound wise, because once I get that Line 6 half stack, the world will be destroyed or bow to my knees. You know what I mean? It's also, my amp is mounted on the on-stage amp stand. He leaves it at a curve, so it directly points at my face and it goes how it works. Now for pedals. I use the Behringer NR300 noise reducer pedal. Cheap, but still works the whole entire way, and it pretty much serves me well. So if it changes later on, then I might get a different pedal later on, but yeah, try to go that way. And this is like a little added bonus because I want to try something different. I originally got this for a pitch shifter, but I ended up finding out there's more effects on there that was bizarre in itself. So this is the Behringer US600 pitch shifter / harmonist, even though there's about 5 other plus different effects, so it gives you more bang for your buck. So what you thought with the original price for this, what they put in there, you do a lot more than just that. So, and let's see if I can find what I can get next. Yeah. Kind of like a pedal, but a little different. My Line 6 wireless unit, the G30 Relay G30 wireless unit from Line 6 themselves. See how obsessed with those guys are. Basically, a little cable attached to your guitar to the receiver. No. The box actually puts in the signal into the guitar. The receiver goes on the floor, attacks the rest of the pedals or the amp itself, however you prefer, and it goes for about 100 feet. Great range, simple to work with, and the one I told you, or I might have told it on Instagram, about a cable or a regular cable that actually powers up my pedals, it actually works with this. However, for the other one, it doesn't because of different kind of plugs, but it still works perfectly for my pedals in general, so it goes the whole way. So wireless, you will fly the whole way. And actually, my best one that I've used to this day, since I got it for last Christmas because it sold me forever, ever since I looked it up, tutorials, reviews, the whole works, the Line 6 G10 wireless relay. The cool thing about this one is that the unit itself connects to your guitar like the other one, but the kicker about it is there's no cables at all. None. It's one little device that connects to your guitar with a signal, green light signal, and it goes for about 50 feet compared to the other one, but most places don't have 50 feet, so you're solid. And also, the receiver itself has a plugging port for the little device itself that goes in your guitar, and you could charge it. Charge the fucking piece itself to give it more juice. Don't worry about batteries ever again, all that crazy shit. No cables, no batteries, just a plug, and the whole usual works. This is where it changes because the plug to power up this pedal is actually the same plug to power up most phones, most like Androids and whatnot, so that's where it gets a little different. However, with my 2 or 3 different varieties of surge plugs, including one I actually bought recently with 2 USB plug-in ports for that one, makes things a lot easier. Really easier. So, this is what I currently use so far, and it really gives the best way. So to anybody who wants wireless freedom, even if it's just for 50 feet and you be able to charge it without battery consumption or battery paying for shit or any of that shit, this is the way to go. Solid, great fucking pedal, wireless unit for your guitar. Same price. Actually, one of the top sellers right now too, for only about 180 bucks. It's considered the best seller of all four, from the G10 to the 330, the 50, and the 70. The higher you go, the more distance you go through, but these have to do with batteries, so it's up to you basically. And what to go for? Stands. Oh, here we go. Little added bonus feature to it. Jimmy clips. Recommended from Leo Marciali from Frolic Studios and Colin from CNC Guitars, both with YouTube channels and other kinds of social media. They recommended these kinds of clips to basically tighten up your tone and reduce a lot of the humming noise from most guitars with high input, strong electronics, and the whole works for amps and whatnot. So you put these on either the top part of your guitar, on the neck where the strings go through, and maybe one on the bottom, but I don't know, I think one on the top works just fine, but I don't know, whichever you go for. So you got the regular set of Jimmy clips from the company themselves too, and they were kind enough to actually go the whole entire way, so thanks a bunch. And they have the option to also customize your own Jimmy clips, and they're pretty sweet too. I think they're like 15 or 30 bucks a pair, so it goes really well. And you've got my customized green with my name on there in the most horrifying looking kind of fashion, which is great because I like the creepy aspect of my name kind of carved in there. And you actually can be able to feel the name on both clips. One's smoother and one's rough. Love that. That really goes the whole way. What do. A couple little bonus pieces. My Delta Lab tuner, you never know. My Snark power supply, mainly for regular pedals. This is the one I actually said that it only worked for my pedals and not for the G10 because of different plugs. So it works that whole way, but also got an extension to put also 5 other kind of plugs if I go that kind of way. So although I'm simple, you never know. So that's my 2 mic stands, guitar stands, and also my 2 mics from Digital Reference, the DRV 100 model. Basic mics, but I don't really expect much because I don't really expect much of anything. I got these for a great price. They're great for mics. Well, scratch that. They're great for singing wise and maybe possibly recording wise, and it really goes the whole way. So it's all too. So you'll see that a little more here and there. Oh, and I kind of reach across. If anybody knows me personally, I love Skull Candy headphones. You even see the name right there. From the regular Hesh phones to the Skull Crushers, these give me the best kind of sound that I love to hear with almost anything. Recordings, with music, with games. They give me what I need, and I stick with them. And they're cheaper than Boss or Bose, Beats, and most other kind of companies out there. They're cheaper, they work with you, and they're powerful. Enough said about that. So I think I got 2 more. Oh shit. I think I got 2 more pieces to show. Oh no, forgot my one main piece that got cleaned, but fuck it all. My HP laptop. This will help me out the most when it comes to my recording process. The Pro Tools or the software, whatever, will go in here, plug it into my other gear, and make my record happen. And A little fun fact, I'm going to do everything on the record completely except for drums. I'm finding tracks on YouTube for that, so that's all I'm going to say about my record. The rest, I'll probably say when I'm near the end, but that's all I'm going to give you about information about my songs. That's it. I had to figure out the rest for you.